Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we some more Call of Duty World War II. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We actually did it. I can't believe we did it, but we actually did it. We completed the Call of Duty World War II Liberty Strike Challenge with just 20 hours to spare. Now, I may be wrong here, but I'm pretty positive this is the closest we've ever come to failing a community challenge. But regardless, we did it, and we have a bunch of rewards as a result. As you guys know, throughout the different stages of the challenge, we received different items for completing different tiers, including the Canadian calling card, the British flag weapon charm, the American 2 variant of the M1911, which is one of the best looking variants in the game. We of course got the Fez hat, and today we unlocked the Independent 2 Heroic M1 Garand variant, as well as the Kitschig Zombies camo. Now, Kitschig, for those who don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, means corny in German, which is fitting considering this is a literal corn camo with animated butter that can only be used in Nazi zombies. At first, I thought this was just really silly, but then I remembered that the Liberty Strike community event is meant to serve as this year's summer event, with them of course not doing Days of Summer. I really wish they would have did Days of Summer, but regardless, I think this camo is actually pretty cool, because if Black Ops 3 can get a watermelon camo, then why can't Call of Duty World War II Zombies have a buttered corn camo, right? But either way, the Independent 2 variant of the M1 Garand is absolutely incredible looking, one of the best looking variants in the game, and it has that really cool animation, and I imagine that more people are going to start using this weapon after today's update, which is pretty good news, because I've always had the opinion that the semi-automatic rifles in this game are actually some of the best guns in this game, but if there's one thing I've learned over all my years of playing Call of Duty, it's that the semi-automatic rifles never get any love, and they're always wildly underused. The M1 Garand is a really good gun. The Gewehr is a really good gun. I would say the M1A1's really good. I would also say that the Type 5 is actually a pretty good rifle. The SVT is not really my cup of tea, but regardless, they're all very good guns, but nobody wants to use them because we have other weapons like the Volkssturm Gewehr, the STG-44, the BAR, the M1941, and so on and so forth, right? So hopefully now that everybody has access to this variant, people will start branching out and trying these semi-automatic rifles a bit more. But speaking of branching out, I have 3 or 4 other bits of news to cover here in today's video. So if you play on the Xbox One or the PC, you'll be very happy to know that the United Front DLC will be releasing this coming Thursday. And the reason why I bring this up is because Activision and Sledgehammer rarely, if ever, talk about the release of DLC on the Xbox or the PC because of the deal that they have with Sony. So I figured I would take it upon myself to make sure that everybody is aware that in 3 days' time, DLC 3 will be available on the Xbox One as well as the PC, and in 11 days' time, the Black Ops 4 beta will be officially hitting the PlayStation 4. It begins on Friday, August 3rd at 10 a.m. Pacific, and it will be lasting all the way until Monday, August 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific, and then the following weekend after that, we will have another beta for PlayStation, but this time around, Xbox and PC fans will be able to get in on the action. But keep in mind, the beta on console is completely private. It will be opening up for the PC, but on console, it's a completely private beta, which means if you want to have access to it, you have to pre-order the game in one way or another. That means you have to either pre-order from your console, which is at least $60, or, and this is my recommendation, go to a physical store wherever you have around you and pre-order the game for like only $5. You only have to put like $5 down, and for doing that, you will have access to the Black Ops 4 beta. You can play it, you can test it out thoroughly for a weekend or two, and if you don't like what you see, or if you want to continue protesting the Black Ops Pass, you can simply cancel your pre-order and not give Activision the other $55. Now, I know some people are really against the idea of giving Activision any money whatsoever, or even pre-ordering Black Ops 4 whatsoever, but I'm just here to make sure that everybody is aware of what they need to do if they want to have access to the Black Ops 4 beta, because Activision and Treyarch are afraid to say anything. We've talked about this a couple of times in the past, but they are so silent right now because of the Black Ops Pass backlash that they haven't even really mentioned their own beta, which is rapidly approaching. So I figured I would talk about it here in today's video. It's worth mentioning that in the past, Activision has been known to open up their beta to the public for a day or two, but there's no guarantee of that happening with Black Ops 4. So if you want to guarantee yourself access to the beta, right now the only way to do that is either to get lucky with a giveaway away with a code or something like that, or to pre-order the game for a couple of dollars at your local retailer. So just making sure you guys are aware of that. But moving away from that for a moment, let's talk about Call of Duty World War II, because we have two final bits of news for today's video. The first one being that the Liberty Strike community event will be ending tomorrow, and that means that the ZK3A3 submachine gun and the APS-36 assault rifle collections will be going away, and once they're gone, they're likely not going to be coming back, at least for a very long time. So you can still get the ZK3A3 by prestiging your cavalry division, but if you want the APS-36 assault rifle, which is a very good assault rifle, you should complete your collection before the end of this event, because afterwards, you're pretty much reliant on supply drops or waiting for it to eventually show up in the rotation of the weekly weapon contracts. And one final thing here, and I can't confirm if this is actually fixed or if it's like a full feature as of right now, but this afternoon, I had an air raid attack in my headquarters here in Call of Duty World War II. I'm seeing a bunch of other people also saying that the same thing is happening to them, so it may actually be back and be fixed for like the first time in pretty much the history of Call of Duty World War II. We really have no idea, but regardless, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts and feedback on all of today's news down there in the comment section below, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.